Trust is the foundation of every strong marriage, but it can be easily broken, sometimes by hurtful words spoken out of anger, other times by actions that betray our spouse's confidence. Once trust is damaged, rebuilding it takes intentional effort, which does not happen overnight, but with the right steps, healing is possible. In this video, we are going to explore how to rebuild trust after hurtful words or actions so that our marriages can grow stronger and not weaker as a result of the challenges that we face. The first step to rebuilding trust after hurtful words or actions is to acknowledge the hurt without defensiveness. Acknowledge the hurt. You see, nothing slows down healing more than minimizing the pain we've caused. When we minimize the pain, it makes it very difficult for our spouses to forgive and to heal. If your spouse is hurt, don't rush past it. No, don't rush past it and don't make excuses. Instead, say something like, I see that my words really hurt you. That was not my intention, but I take full responsibility for the pain that it has caused. Or when we validate our spouse's feelings, it opens the door for healing. It opens the door for healing. So don't say these three sentences that I just want to say to you. Don't say any of them. I didn't mean it that way, so you shouldn't be upset. What is that? Never say that. If you used to say that before watching this video, please repent and go back and apologize to your spouse properly. It's wrong. You are making it very difficult for your spouse to forgive and to heal. Making it very difficult. And as Christians, sometimes we take advantage of the fact that it's like we're supposed to forgive, and then we make it difficult for our spouses. We'll give account of that. We'll give account of that. So please don't make it harder. Your spouse is sometimes they're forgiving, but they have not fully healed just because of the way the things we've said. You've caused the pain. Acknowledge it. So don't say that. And then don't say something like you are too sensitive. I mean, don't say that. Don't also say this one. That's not even a big deal. Hey, please stop. Just stop it. Okay, defensiveness only pushes your spouse further away and it makes the rebuilding of the trust harder. We need to stop doing that. Step 2, apologize in a way that rebuilds connection. A real apology goes beyond just saying, I'm sorry. It requires sincerity, taking full responsibility for the pain caused, and a commitment to change. A healing apology should sound something like, I'm truly sorry for the way I spoke to you. I should have chosen my words more carefully. You could also say, I hurt you and I don't take that lightly. I want to make things right. I'm sorry. You could also say, I recognize how my actions broke your trust, and I am willing to do the work to regain it back. I'm deeply sorry. Please forgive me. These are genuine apologies that really help the healing process and that helps to rebuild trust. Now, what doesn't work is when you say things like, I said I'm sorry, what else do you want me to do? Hey, that doesn't work. It makes it very difficult. Or you go like, if you hadn't done X, I wouldn't have reacted that way. It shows that you're not taking responsibility for the pain you have caused. Take responsibility for your part in the matter. Take responsibility for the pain that you have caused your spouse. Stop saying that. It's wrong. Stop it. or you go like, let's just move on. No, we don't just move on like that. We have to see that you repent of what you have done. We have to see that you acknowledge the hurt. We have to see that you validate our emotions. We have to see that you are committed to not doing that again, to changing. Trust isn't restored by rushing past the pain. It is not restored by rushing past the pain. It is built through consistent, thoughtful effort. You have to be very intentional about it. And if you want to learn how to apologize in a way that actually heals the hurt, I want you to watch this video that's popping up on my screen. Step 3, back up your words with actions. Apologies are meaningless if the behavior doesn't change. Rebuilding trust means proving over time that we are serious about making things right. Proving over time that we are serious about making things right. How do we show this seriousness? Follow through with your commitments. Follow through with your commitments. Then be transparent and accountable to your spouse. Show patience when your spouse is still healing. Show patience. Don't get defensive. Don't say things like, you should have gone past this by now. I thought you were a Christian. Doesn't they're all saying things that doesn't mean you have not forgiven me. It's like, you see, hurts are like a deep cut. It takes time for it to heal. Your spouse may have forgiven you, but the wound is still there. It is healing. It's healing. So show patience. Show patience. Show patience and consistently act in a way that rebuilds safety and security for your spouse. If your spouse doesn't like you going out or talking late hours with a certain lady, stop it. Don't continue talking to the person and expect that your spouse will feel safe. It does not work like that. And expect that your wife will feel safe. No, it doesn't work like that. So behave consistently in a way that rebuilds the safety that was lost, that rebuild the security that was lost. So, for example, if your spouse lost trust because of, let's say, harsh words in arguments, don't just promise to change. Actively work on staying calm. Actively work on staying calm. Work on using kind words and practice self control when emotions run high. Practice self control. Self control is a fruit of the spirit, and we are supposed to develop it. Practice self control. I want you to like this video and share it to other Christian couples so they can get blessed as well. Step 4, be patient. Healing takes time. One of the biggest mistakes we make is expecting trust to be restored quickly. No, healing takes time. If your spouse is still cautious, is still very careful after being hurt, don't get frustrated. Instead, show consistency and patience. Show consistency in your actions and be patient as they are getting healed. I want you to remember the following things. That's one, healing is not instant. It is a process. It is a process. Healing is not instant. Two, your spouse needs to see long-term change, not just that short-term effort that you are doing. They need to see a long-term change. It helps with the healing. Three, reassure them with your actions, not just your words. Step 5, reconnect emotionally and spiritually. Once trust begins to heal, prioritize emotional and spiritual intimacy to strengthen your marriage. And you can reconnect by doing the following things. One, spend intentional time together. It is so important. Spend intentional time together. You have to create the time to be together intentionally. And in those moments, have quality conversations. Have quality conversations. You can have date nights, go out together. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or anywhere expensive. Even just taking a walk together in the mornings or in the evenings when you can, it's so helpful. The important thing is to have quality time together where you can share your heart. Two, pray together for healing and restoration. Healing and restoration. Three, express appreciation and encouragement regularly. It helps to reconnect. Trust is very fragile, but it can be rebuilt even stronger than before when we handle the hurt with humility, love, and consistency. If you are struggling to rebuild trust after hurtful words or actions, I want you to remember what I call the trust repair blueprint. One, acknowledge the hurt. Two, apologize sincerely. Three, back up your words with consistent change. Four, be patient as healing takes time. And five, reconnect emotionally and spiritually. Want to go deeper? I created the Apology Toolkit to help couples heal after hurt and restore trust. It is packed with practical steps and scripts for almost any situation and exercises to make our apologies more meaningful and transformative. Get your copy of the Apology Toolkit right away. It is on my website and check out the link in the description. It's going to help you so you can start rebuilding trust in your marriage this very minute. I'll see you in my next video where I'll show you how to stop feeling like roommates and rekindle connection. Rebuilding intimacy after a conflict. See you and God bless you.